But I was talking to Bianca, who is one of Kate's coaches, who's at the leadership right now, and they're like in a training. I think Amy's in it too, and they're talking about like the whole Facebook like page and everything. And where are you? All right, I'm. All right, so get on if you can listen, and I'm talking right now. All right, yeah, I'll leave you on speaker. All right. So what I was just saying is I was talking, you know how Amy, she was talking the other day about how they're doing like this training with Facebook like pages and everything. And apparently like a lot of coaches still do it. They boost their posts, but I guess it just depends on the post they're boosting. But there's a way to attract your niche market through your like page, and they're still trying. She doesn't know how to do it yet. She said they're gonna obviously give us all the information once they learn. But there's a way to do that and attract like people to your page that are like you without having to like boost your posts. So, but also they were talking about, like when Tony Horton called the other day, like I made that post and I was like tag somebody who you know the Tony Horton lover, and I tagged this one woman who comes in the bakery because she loves Tony Horton for his new program that's coming out. So you want to start to get people interested in the program now. I would be start talking about it now before it's all over Instagram and social media that it's coming out, because this way I had like 4 people comment on my Facebook post about it and gave me their email, and I'm going to obviously keep all of them and their emails so when it does come out I can email everybody. But the one girl I started talking to, she wants to sign up for the 21 day fix with her husband, so it's definitely good to just at least contact them and get them going now, and then when that program comes out in March, like they can jump into that. But we're going to learn more about that. Okay, so I was watching a video, and obviously Amanda, you can't do this because you're driving, but you can listen to the recording and do it. So write down, there's 5 questions. So she was talking about how attracting your niche market and figuring out, it's good to look at other coaches and see like how they're posting, but you want to be your own person. You want to attract the people that you can relate to and they can relate to you. So facts tell, stories sell. So it's really, really important to open up. And Deidre was talking about this too. Like, you obviously don't have to tell everybody all your personal information, but it's really good to open up and tell your story and be you and be honest and show people your struggles and your failures, but at the same time show them that you're still doing it, you're working out even though some days you might not feel like it, you're eating healthy, you're drinking your shakes, you're doing things you need to do in order to make changes even though it's not always easy, because you don't want people to look at us and think that we're perfect. We work out, we drink our shakes, we lose weight, like there's no problems, because that's not true. So also in your posts, you don't want to sound like a robot. You want to keep it real and you want to be different from others. So there's these 4 questions that she had us write down. The first one is, how am I similar to all the other Beachbody coaches? So, you would answer that with what you think you are similar. We all drink Shakeology. We all do workout programs. And you don't have to answer them right now, but just to have that written down. And then the second one was, how am I different? So, like, who are you? Like, what makes you different? I play softball, so a lot of the other coaches probably don't. That's something different about me that I might be able to, relate to other people who maybe play. So one of the girls who's actually my challengers, before I even knew that, she actually plays softball and she just got back into it. And, she's like, I'm really out of shape, but I feel good because she's drinking the shake. She's doing the 21 day fix, and her husband's doing it too. So, you could relate to I could relate to somebody who is playing, softball, but at the same time isn't performing like they used to when they were in high school or college. So think about how you're different and what you can talk about that can attract people to you. The third question was the thing that differentiates me from people in my industry. So I was thinking about it, and like for us, like some of us are kind of younger. There's a majority of the coaches would say are probably like in their 30s, 40s. So, for us, we could be helping a lot of people that are in college or just coming out of college. I know I've helped this one girl who I play softball with. She's a woman. Her daughter was in high school and she did the 21-day fix, and she lost a lot of weight. So you can relate to different people depending on your age. Just about your story. Like, I'm different. I'm young and I've lost my mom. So I've gone through different things that maybe other people and other coaches, haven't. That was the third question. The fourth question was, what's the reason that somebody would want to work with you? So, what do you have to bring to the table that maybe other coaches don't? For me, like, I'm outgoing. So, like, I don't mind getting on phone calls with people and explaining things to people, which I think is really important because you can connect with them. And, people are very judgmental on Facebook. There's some coaches, even with me, that I'm like, oh, she looks kind of stuck up. Like, I'm kind of scared of her. And, I meet them in person and they're the nicest people in the world. So it's definitely important to, be able to connect with somebody, just not over Facebook, but maybe getting on a phone call with them or meeting up with them in person and just talking to them. So, what's the reason somebody would want to work with you? What do you have to offer them that maybe other coaches don't? So those were the 4 questions. So those are things that can help you kind of figure out the people you're looking for and, who you are and how you can connect with people differently than other coaches, and in your post to like break apart from all of the other coaches out there. So what was that? So she was talking about also, like, I've done this, creating like the imaginary person in your head who's like the perfect person you want to help, whether it's coaching or your health and fitness journey. Obviously, you can help anybody on their health and fitness journey. I've helped people from their 20s to their 60s, drinking Shakeology and doing the programs. But like, what's your ideal person to work with? I put some things down some things that I wrote down were, people who struggle with confidence, because I've struggled with confidence before. So you can talk about that in your post. It's not letting Jess on. Of course it's not.
Sometimes you just have to type it in.
Can you message her that? Because, okay. So yeah, struggling with confidence. So, oh my God, please stop. She's on her phone. She said she's on her phone, so maybe that's why. So making posts, that with this imaginary person who you can maybe help in your post, like, how can you connect with these people? There are tons of people out there who struggle with confidence. That's why, right now, like Courtney and I and Susie, we're reading the Confidence Code in just like kind of an online book club that one of the other coaches has going on. So be real and talk about that. Like, I have no problem talking about, my struggles. Some people do. But if you really want to help people and you really want to make the business work, then it's really important to open up. So, people who struggle with confidence are people that I want to help. Obviously, I have people that have gone through losing somebody, like I've lost my mom. I love to talk and deal with people who are into sports, who like to watch sports, play sports, who like to be active. I'm in a relationship, so I like, talking to people who are in relationships and, have gone through struggles in the relationships. Being a coach isn't just all about, the fitness and the health. It's also about, the mental and the emotional and all that as well. Being able to connect with people on those levels is important too. So think about that imaginary person and write down those things of, what kind of person you'd want to connect with. So that was, what was her name? Jenny Fitness. I forget what team she's on, but those are some things she learned from Lindsay Matway, who was the #1 coach for a while. So I think those are some good things to write down, think about, and apply it to your business when you're looking for coaches or you're looking for challengers and you want to help people. The second thing in the second video I watched and I got a lot out of was from Christine Dwyer. She actually she's a coach, but she's also a mentor. And hi Jess. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so you're gonna have to watch the first part of this video, but I'm
Well,
going to the second part now.
okay.
All right. So Christine Dwyer, she, like I said, I think she's an elite coach still. She is a mentor. She speaks a lot at a lot of trainings, a lot for Beachbody. She is a friend of Shailene Johnson's, and she's just like cool. Like she's down to earth. She's had, she's come from an abusive family, and she's went through a lot of crap to be successful. So she was talking about, like I was just saying before, when people see you on Facebook, how sometimes maybe they can be intimidated by you. I know people have told me they're scared of me. So um, people can be intimidated. So you want to be able, like I said before, to connect with them, face to face, over the phone, so they can hear your voice. Because sometimes when you look at people, everybody judges people. And even though it's not good, it just happens and we do it. So there's some people who always have an idea about you in their head, kind of like Logan's mom. But, there's some people you can't change, and you can't change their perspective on you. But you can only control what you can control. So she also talks about putting yourself out there, live streaming, which I'm going to try to get better at. I made the video for the coach sneak peek about, kind of my story, and it really helped me. And I actually watched it today, because I watched the first video I made when I was the Emerald coach for our sneak peek, and I watched the one today, and I was like, oh my God, there's such a difference. But I think I'm going to share that on my like page and my personal page, and actually sponsor it and see if I, get any results out of that. But just so I can try to connect with, a lot of different people besides the people that already do follow me. So there's Periscope, which, obviously you can do live, YouTube. So if you don't want to talk live, you can record a video and put it out there. Even if it's just a few minutes, just starting to get comfortable with yourself and with making videos, doing the workout videos also. Like that was something, Amy does all the time, and she's really great at, and I started doing it. And I posted my video on my Instagram the other day before I put it onto my like page, and I had this guy comment on it, and he's like, trying to get into health and fitness journey, and his girlfriend wants to do it with him, and now I'm talking to them, and they might do it together. So it's really good to do videos, because people can see the kind of workouts you're doing without, seeing it on, the trailers for it. And they can watch your journey as you go. So live streaming is really important. Being in a conversational mode, doing like our team calls that we do. And that's maybe something we can get into, maybe is doing like calls like once every 2 weeks or something for like our challenge groups. This way, like people can get on, they can ask questions, and they can kind of feel more comfortable with us as their coaches. And she also just talked about being real. Like also, how I said before, we're not perfect. We're not robots. So talk about your struggles, whether it's with health and fitness, life, whatever it may be. They also talked about, we're not all Beachbody. And Deidre talked about this in one of her videos. So when you're posting, even on your like page, on your personal page, in Instagram, wherever like social medias you use, talk about who you are. So like I talk about softball, I talk about my relationship, I talk about, my mom. Like people want to be able to connect with you. Not everybody can connect to health and fitness. Before I started my journey, I really wasn't that into nutrition and, drinking shakes, but I could connect to somebody who is maybe talking about, dancing, because I love to dance. So be posting things that are going to attract people to your page. And then they can see, when they go to your page, health and fitness stuff. They can see you're a coach, with your Facebook cover page, that you maybe have something about health and fitness up there, or Beachbody, or whatever it may be. What was she talking about? Examples. She was talking about, she gave this example. She's really funny. She's like a bodybuilder. So she's really big, really ripped. But she's like, I share that I eat junk at times. Like I do. She goes, I eat shit, and my kids eat shit. And she goes, and that's okay, because you know what? I show that I have the accountability of my challenge groups, and I, do my workouts. She goes, I love teaching classes. It's fun for me. She goes, But there's just some days I do not want to work out at all. And I share that because people look at me and, you know, they're like, oh, she's like, she doesn't have any trouble with, you know, her fitness. And she goes, I do. She goes, I struggle with it all the time. And there's days too where I come home and I'm like, I do not want to work out at all. So, you know, showing your failures, showing your struggles, showing your downs, because we are human, and you want to obviously show people that, because there's some people out there who think everybody's just like a machine, and we're not. She just stressed again, you know, do live as much as you can. People want to see, you know, that there's videos, you know, sometimes people will be posting workout videos and they're always perfect. You know, there's times where I'm working out and I'll be recording a video and I'll like fall over, but I never post it. But it's something that I want to do because it's real. Like there's times where I'm pushing myself so hard that I literally can't stand. So it's really, really good to be posting videos like that. Okay, so she also talked about the resting bitch face. So that's another reason why it's important to go live, because there's sometimes, you know, where you might be looking at somebody or talking to somebody and you just, some people have that resting bitch face. So it's important to get face to face with people, whether it's in person or over the computer, and not have a resting bitch face. Oh,
Hey!
all right, I'm going to mute you real quick. Okay. The other thing was judgy eyes. And she was talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, or one of them. Judgy eyes. Because when you're talking to somebody in person, people can see, you know, how your face changes. But sometimes when, you know, somebody sees you in person or they see pictures of you and you're like, I don't know if I can connect with this person because they look like a bitch. So you want to be real as much as possible. That was the example. Shannon Hargrave, she is a coach on the Dream Team, and she's beautiful and she's really, really nice. But before I met her in person, when I went to Super Saturday, I was like, oh my God, this girl looks like a total bitch. Like, she, you know, looks like she never really had a weight loss transformation, but I talked about her on one of the other calls. She was bullied when she was younger. She was beaten. Her mom died when she was 4. She said she was a total nerd. She was extremely shy. And I mean, this is somebody who's built her business up to so much that they just bought a house in Florida. They moved from Michigan to Florida, bought a beautiful house. She retired her husband. He's now a Beachbody coach. She's a Beachbody coach. But because she just has that look to her, you know, some people judge her. So that was my example of, you know, not judging people, but also being able to connect with them in person really does help. So that's why also it's important to go to the events, because you can actually get to see people and how they really, really are. So when you're telling your story, you know, and you're being real and you're talking to people in person or over the phone, or, you know, just connecting with them more and not just talking to them about, you know, Beachbody, they'll begin to trust you. So like I was talking to this one girl today and I don't know her. I know she's from Hackettstown. She was the one who came to me about the 22-minute hard corpse, and she was asking me, you know, about it and everything. And then she said she's moving to South Carolina, and I was like, oh, I'm going down there, you know, in July. And I just started having back and forth conversation with her just to make her comfortable with me, so she knows, you know, she can trust me and she can ask me anything. And, you know, I always tell people that, you know, if you have any questions, here's my number, text me. So they don't feel like, oh, you know, I can be so perfect that I can only message her on Facebook. Because there were some times when I first started coaching that I was like, should I message this person? Like, I don't want them to get mad at me, even though they're a coach and like that was their job, you know, to be there for you. You want to feel comfortable with somebody. So think about like what makes you feel comfortable with somebody. It'll help them connect with you to have a better understanding of them. And then she went back to also talking about how, you know, you don't have to tell your entire life story. Christine was saying, you know, like I said, her and her dad had a really bad relationship, but now they have a good relationship. And, you know, he was really tough on her and her sister growing up, but that defined her. And like, instead of letting her struggles and her failures tear her down, she let them build her and define her. And now she can share her story with other people who might be going through similar situations, and they can connect with her on that level. So That's what she showed about that. And then the last thing she had to say was, why, we can all sell. Literally, I was at the bakery today and we have stuffed breads, and it's not that busy in January, but I'm sitting there and the one woman's like, oh, those look good. And she was literally about to walk out the door, and I literally sold her a stuffed bread, like, as she was walking out the door. So, like, we can all sell to people, but, I was having back and forth conversation with her. I was making her laugh. Like, why are you passionate about what you do? Think about, obviously, your why you're doing this, and, take that and put it into the business. And then the selling, it's not selling, but, obviously people buy things from you, but that just starts to come easier as you can be yourself, and as you can connect with people, and as you can open up, and as you can tell your story. Then, people will trust you, and they will come to you knowing that you're a coach, and that, they can get, the programs and the Shakeology through you, and that they can join your team. So it's really, really, really important. I'm making LaShawn hungry. Sorry. It's really important to share your story. Posting 3 to 5 times a day. Like I said, I know it seems like that's a lot, but you are not everybody's only friend on Facebook. And the news feed goes down and down and down. And sometimes there's posts that you might have, like, I've had posts where I have 100 likes on them, and there's certain people who've never even seen them, who I know are go on Facebook all the time. So constantly be posting. If you post something in the morning and it's a great post and you want people to see it, tag yourself in it at night. And then it'll reappear on top of people's newsfeed, on top of your newsfeed, and people will see it. So it's important to do that. So that is what I want to talk about tonight. We have the 21 Day Fix group coming up. It starts officially on the 1st, but the preseason starts the 25th. So you can add people into it up until the 1st. So make sure you're talking about it. Obviously, the 21 Day Fix Challenge packs are on sale this month for $140. And I kind of, Friday is a lot of people's paydays. So, posting about it in the morning on a Friday morning and a Friday evening is probably a good idea, because I've come to realize everybody's like, oh, I have to wait till I get paid. I have to wait till I get paid Friday. So, if people see your post, then they're like, oh, I just got paid, they're more likely to sign up. So I have a lot of people sign up and buy challenge packs generally on a Thursday or a Friday, because that's generally when people get paid. But that group is starting. And then, like I said, be talking about the 22-minute hard corpse, because it'll be out before you know it. And before you know it, all the coaches will be talking about it. So, make a post here and there about it. Like I did with the Tony Horton call me, like, be creative. Obviously, don't throw up a picture of the actual, workout program and say, oh, it's coming out, ask me for details. Research, like, he traveled all over America, the world, with troops, and he's worked with them, and so research about it, see what he's very passionate about it, talk about that in your posts. And if anybody's interested, make sure you get their email and keep a list of that to the side, so when it does come out, you can email everybody about the test group, because we always have a test group when a new program comes out. And Amy right now, like I said before, is in California, because every new coach who ranks to elite or premier, they get to go to the new leader conference, and they get to have special training. They're at the Beachbody headquarters. So she's going to be bringing a lot of information back to us. And we are going to be going over that on Tuesday night on our team call with her. So I would definitely be on that, because she's going to be talking a lot about of what she learned. And then we'll be learning more about the whole Facebook like page thing, because I think that's going to be, we can figure out how to do that niche thing instead of always boosting our posts and spending money. It'll be better for us. And yeah, is there any questions? No, there's no questions. That's weird. Yes. Hello. What is that? Why is there water? Why am I looking at gallons of water? I have Amanda on speakerphone too.
I wanted to let you know I was on track.
Oh, good.
How do I?
Good. How do you what?
That's 40 gallons of
Can you hear
water.
me?
I can hear you, Jess. Yes.
Oh, I thought I was on mute.
I'm
I've never done it on my phone while I'm driving. I'm usually at home.
Where are you going? See Blake Shelton?
I wish. No, I'm driving home.
From where?
Blake Shelton. Nowhere. I'm driving home.
Driving home from nowhere? That's weird.
Isn't it?
That meant it's none of your damn business.
Right? I'm on the call.
Oh my god, you guys are making me crazy.
I was 5 minutes late.
You were a lot longer
Oh, I'm
later.
sorry.
Very late. Very late.
I liked the bitch face. I think you're right about that.
It is so true. She was so funny when she talked about it. She was like, some people have a resting bitch face. And I'm like,
It's true.
true. Like, that's why it's, oh my god, now I'm eating oranges.
And I went and had my eyebrows done because of her. No, because of Shannon.
Because Shannon?
You were talking about Shannon?
Hargrave?
Yes.
Why?
She has really good eyebrows.
She's really, really nice. I met her for the first time and she invited us to her house in Florida. I was like, okay.
Aww.
She's really sweet. But it's just so funny. Like, it's just so true. Like, if you can connect with people in person or, like, get on a Zoom call with them, like, one-on-one. Like, I've been doing calls a lot more with, potential challengers and potential coaches. And it, like, speeds the process up because they're connecting with you. They're talking to you. You're able to answer their questions rather than sit there and type back and forth. Just schedule, like, a 10, 15-minute call. Like, getting on the call the other day with Violet, like, with Jess's new that I think that helped her so much. And that helped me so much because it wasn't like I had to keep repeating myself over and over again. Like, I was just able to get in a call. She asked her questions and she was like, okay, I get it now.
It's more personal too.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to be able to connect with them. Texting it's good, but it's not, there's no connection there.
Right. So, if you ever, if you have a potential challenger and they're asking you questions and it's, seems like it's going to take more than just a little bit of talking to, schedule a call. Be like, hey, when can you get on a call with me so I can explain things better? Yeah. Because I know with, like, Amy, like, she did that with a lot of her coaches and challenge. She gets on calls with all of her potential coaches. That's what she'll do. She'll get on a call with them, and then and if we don't have a sneak peek going on, she'll send them one of Melanie's calls about coaching so they can kind of understand it. And, she'll have a date for them to, like, all right, when will you watch this by so we can get on a call again and we can go over questions. So it's just, you want to have as many questions answered before they really start coaching because this way they can kind of dive into it more and know what they're doing. And not be asking like 500 questions, which I don't mind questions at all, but it's just easier and it makes things go smoother. And also, instead of doing like a Coach Basics now, I'm going to pretty much have the entire Coach Basics in our pinned post in my coach group. So this way, whenever you have a new coach sign up, you can just tag them in the post and they can each day do their assignment. Just because there's just so many other groups and I want to help focus on helping you guys, whoever want to rank advances, whatever your goals, I want to help you guys focus more on that. And then this way they can do it at their own pace. And if they truly want to do it, they will do it. Because it's just with everything and working and doing this and having to post in that group and this group and that group, it'll just be easier. And this way, you can check in with them every day to see if they did it and get on calls with them if you need to get on calls with them. So.
I bought the oranges, 3 cases.
3 cases. What the hell they're going to go bad. You make an orange juice or something?
I am making orange juice.
You better be eating lots of oranges, girl.
Yeah, I have a juice bar. I bought it was a gift for Christmas. I got this juice bar, and it's like an electric orange. Well, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of H&S Citrus, but they have a truck, and they drive up from Florida all the way to Ohio, so they only come once a month. So that's why I bought 3 cases. But one's for my dad, but I'm keeping the other 2. But between the orange juice and some water, I should be full.
Ooh, add the orange to your water.
Better watch how much sugar's in that orange juice.
I just realized I didn't eat dinner.
Me either.
I just realized.
I had some almonds.
Xbox. I hate when he plays Xbox.
It's late for you too. It's 9:30. Eating dinner?
Are you kidding me? I've woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work, and he's still up playing from the night before. He loses track of time. I'm like,
they never grow out of that either. Let me tell you.
no, I know that.
He won't grow out of it.
No.
That's just as bad. My husband doesn't have that addiction, but he does have the car addiction. So he'll be out there at 3 o'clock in the morning washing the car.
No, that was my ex-boyfriend.
Can he come wash mine?
My ex-boyfriend was a car guy, and I'd rather have the Xbox guy because it's inside, it's warm. I don't have to look at,
It's cool with me, though, because I kind of have the same addiction.
There you go. Like,
Cars? There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I'll sit down and play Xbox with him, but I can turn it off. I can't, throw his car out a window or anything in the driveway.
That Call of Duty shit used to drive me crazy.
No, he plays the sports games.
Oh,
We play Lego together. Lego's really fun. But
if you can play together, it's good.
yeah, it's fun. Like the sporting games, not really into it. I can play sports with him, but
True.
But I'm going to, for the Beachbody cruise, they changed the destination from Jamaica and Haiti to Jamaica and the Bahamas.
I was wondering why the hell they was going to poor ass Haiti. That was.
Aww.
No,
I'm sorry, but that was.
I was wondering that too, and Logan's grandma was asking me because she's done work down in Haiti for the church.
Yeah.
And there was actually there's an app for the cruise for everybody to cruise, and there's they had a whole video of it, and it's there's this actually really nice part in Haiti. It's really pretty. You would not think it's Haiti, but because
you get your ass robbed when you get there.
No, I'm not going there. I'm going to Atlantis now.
Oh, Atlantis.
There was a virus, so I guess people were a little nervous about that, so they switched it from.
Everybody's getting sick.
I don't know.
I want to get sick. I can go to Chipotle.
Oh, I love Chipotle.
Chipotle.
It's
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
I'm like, these fucking Colorado people.
It is, it's from Colorado. It started here.
Yeah, well,
Chipotle.
we're from Jersey, and it's Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I'm from Ohio, and it's Chipotle. Damn it.
No. It's water and coffee.
Water.
Water.
I love it. Water.
So we go to Nashville. It's going to be interesting.
Water. We're going to have so much fun.
Oh my God, we went to Pittsburgh. The first time we went to Pittsburgh, I get out of the car and I was I don't know what my problem was, but I was talking in a country accent. My name's Jana and I'm from New Jersey. I love country music. I love country, so it'll be interesting.
We're gonna have a good time.
Christy said y'all fuckers is boring. She dropped out on us.
Yeah, she's over us.
Whatever. I'm gonna get a text